Hey guys, it's Eric Crownover from Nerdy Geek Talks, for all your nerdy geeky needs, here with episode 49. That's right, we're almost at the big 5-0 of Steel City Bots. Joining me tonight, I have, let's go, Tanner. How are you, Tanner?
Yeah, guys, I'm back. I know I haven't really been here in a while, but there's been some decent sized stuff going on here. But I hope to return more frequent.
He sounds very excited, clearly.
I
Why don't you sound a little less energetic, Tanner?
I am becoming a more responsible person, and as such, will be less annoying on this show.
Whoa, that's amazing. I don't know if I believe you. We'll have to see. Jared, speaking of responsible people, how are you?
Doing good, actually.
Jared's
Responsibility, Jared. I saw a cart out at Target, and oh man.
Sorry, what did you say, Tanner? About being less. Anyways, Miguel, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Made a lot of purchases this week, and one of them, the laptop that I'm currently speaking, or at least talking through to all you beautiful people. But yeah.
Yay! Did you just interchange talking with speaking as if one was different from the other?
I honestly I don't even remember what I said. So like
you said like speaking, and then you're like, well, actually talking through this laptop.
It's more like I'm not doing either. It's like I'm not like I'm speaking into the mic and it's being transmitted and then all that. Like whatever.
All right, Soundjack, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired today for some reason, but I'm doing good. I think it's because I did a whole lot today. It was just a busy day, but it's not bad. Like I'm not tired and unhappy. I'm just a little tired, so I'm gonna look forward to bed tonight. Normally I have a hard time falling asleep, but I was almost falling asleep before the show, so I think it'll go well.
Watch, then you'll be tossing and turning for 3 hours.
Don't say that.
What I should say, however, is the history lesson for the week. Am I right, Eric?
Well, yeah, I was just going to say we are missing Chris due to a new video game and Zeus due to class, which, yeah, we'll get back to that later. But anyway.
What video game is she playing?
I don't know. She didn't say.
She mentioned this game that's new for the console, so I'm guessing it's a game she's previously owned.
But it's new to a specific, like, I'm guessing it's for a newer console, it's like a remastered maybe? I don't know, but...
My immediate guess was going to be Skyrim, but I thought she had Skyrim for Switch for a while now.
You know what I just realized I really want? I really want the Master Chief Collection for Xbox. But anyways, that's off topic, so... Yes, Soundjack, I do want you to give the history lesson.
Yes. All right. So the day we are recording this is August 27th, and on this day in 1959, Peter Menza, the voice of Prime Predaking, is born in Sparta.
I just thought that was too awesome to pass up.
No, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he wasn't born in Sparta, but all right.
No, he's not born in Sparta, but he was the This Is Sparta guy. So if you don't understand why he. Oh no, he was the Persian messenger in 300.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I was like, is he the guy that says it? Like, I did not think that he was.
Nah, he was the one kicked into the pit.
Oh, rough.
So
Predaking's the dude that got kicked. That is rough.
Predaking.
Especially considering what happened to the real Predaking.
He died.
Oh, yeah.
He died off camera. Didn't he?
Well, no, he got shot out of the airlock, and Megatron was kind of a similar scene.
No. He didn't die then. He was stated to have been killed by Starscream in Robots in Disguise.
I know, but the Sparta scene is similar to when he got shot out of the airlock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it does work. That's fair.
Wait, Predaking?
Yeah, wasn't he kicked out of the airlock at a certain point? That sounds familiar
Yeah,
to me.
Megatron shot him out of the airlock.
Yeah, after he went on a rampage after finding out Megatron is the reason why all of his fellow Predacons were killed.
By the way, great timing knockout.
Yeah.
Real nice timing.
But yeah, so happy birthday, Predaking. You're awesome. You're also my favorite version of Predaking. Don't tell any G1 fans.
Wait, did somebody
Don't
say
tell
what now?
any- Don't tell any Titan class Predikings that may or may not be around you.
It's okay. It's in the other room. Oh, but
Uh.
Jared has one right against the camera. Darn it. Okay.
You're screwed now, Eric.
We know, Eric.
Prediking's coming for you.
Oh, darn.
We know who you are.
Not again. All right, but anyways, moving on to what did we get this week? You know what? Let's have Tanner go first. All right, good job. Let's have Zeus go next. Good job, Chris. Got a video game as stated. Yeah. So, how about Jared? You can go.
The first thing I got this week is a Wei Zhang's oversized masterpiece Megatron, and I like it a lot actually. Like, it's like really good. Transformation, for the most part, it's pretty good. There is a couple little bits that did scare me at first because you're bending a tight joint in between two super thin, flexible pieces of plastic. And it's an oversized knockoff. So I was just like, I don't like that bit. I do not like that at all. Yeah, other than that, though, he's really good. He comes with everything that the original Masterpiece Megatron came with. And they did, from what I can see at least, they improved some stuff. Because he literally has, like, whenever he's in robot mode, he has no backpack at all whatsoever. No, like, gaps or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, so that's basically it for that. I also got Power of the Primes Inferno. So yeah, I found them on eBay for literally $20, and you guys are really have. I've never had, or I missed out on the hotspot mold for this, or the hotspot for this mold.
You don't have Onslaught either?
No. This is my first experience with this mold.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I've been missing out.
It's such a good mold.
Yeah. If you had this mold, you basically know what I'm about to say. Except it's red with a new head sculpt.
And the legs, the transfer, there's a retooled bit, so the combined forms legs are more secure.
Yeah, but they didn't give him the freaking heel spurs that are built into the mold for Onslaught that could easily be in there for this version too.
But the ladder thing. So
yeah, the ladder pretty much acts like a
Do you really need heels if you got a giant ladder that
I
touches?
would still like the heels.
You can get into balance.
Wait, I thought he was supposed to be Hosehead.
I mean, I'll get the sticker upgrade for him to do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a way to do that, but not officially.
So yeah, other than that, I got the Weave 3 Prime Masters, so I finally have all 13 Prime Masters go with all 13 Prime cards that I have. And I still need to post that picture on Twitter. Yeah, those Prime Masters would be Quintus, Solus, and Megatronus, not Prima.
Because you thought it was Prime before we started the show.
Yeah, before we started the show, I grabbed all three of the Prime Masters, and my Megatronus and Prima are displayed right next to one another, and their colors are pretty much identical. And yeah, I grabbed the wrong one, and I saw that was Prima, and my mind just said, "Okay, it's Prima." And Soundjack, what are you doing?
I was looking at something over my laptop. Forgive me.
Oh.
I didn't realize about the camera would be seeing until after I was done looking.
Guys, are we entering a new genre?
Nope.
Anyways, last but definitely not least in my opinion, I was walking down to my exchange earlier this week, and I walk in the doors, and the first thing I see is an original G1 Optimus Prime in like stupid good condition for $5 because that's how much I paid for him.
But
Jared,
no,
you gotta tell
no
me when you
accessories.
do these things, man.
I wasn't
there's
expecting.
never stuff whenever we all go together, but whenever Jared goes on his own, he finds Transformers.
I have a good connection with those guys. Not really.
So do I, but I never find this, so what's up?
You're at
Yeah.
the wrong place, the wrong time, my man.
Tanner, you need to get a job there. We can infiltrate.
That's what I'm doing
we
this
can-
winter.
We can infiltrate Jared's inside man. We can infiltrate the place and just beat him out for the stuff. You just have to share with me. It's my one condition.
Why? Well, why would I do that?
Because I'll tell everyone if you don't.
I
Should
don't
already
care.
know.
I'll report you to the
podcast.
police. I'll report your wrongdoings to the police.
If I'm buying it, I'm not doing anything wrong.
All right, we'll sort out the details later.
There are no details.
That's what you think.
That is, no, it's what I know.
Anyways, yeah, he's not complete though. He's missing his hands, his gun, and the trailer. And
Oh, that's why then. Never mind, Jared. You can keep it.
I mean, it was still only $5. That's a really good
Yeah.
price for it.
Yeah, but he's missing his hands.
They're different parts. Like that's not a.
yeah,
That's not like the mold falling apart. Like the hands
No,
are separate
the
pieces.
hands literally peg in right here, where the headlights go.
Yes, they
Ain't
parts
got
form,
no
but not.
hands.
No, they don't even parts form. It's like. I mean, I guess it's part. Is that parts forming?
Kinda.
Yeah,
I guess because like you have to put pieces on to make it a complete robot, even though they don't go anywhere in vehicle mode.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can. I think you could put. I don't know. I never had them. But I think you can put them in this
Like,
little
you can't store
cavity.
it there, but like I don't think that's the intended storage because that's where the Diaclone pilots are supposed to go.
Yeah. I don't know.
Still, Jared, next time you're gonna go to the exchange, let me know.
Okay.
Anything else you got?
No, I believe that's it.
Gotcha.
Transformer Why? Yeah, Transformer.
Soundjack, what'd you get this week?
First thing I got this week was thanks to Zeus for getting this for me when it first went up for sale. I received the Bumblebee Volume 1 Retro Rock Garage, which the B is so much nicer than the retail one. And the
QC on it?
yeah, though for some reason the gold B,
Mm-hmm.
his left elbow on mine does not want to bend the full 90 degrees, and I don't know why.
Yeah, he had to ask us to verify that the mold is supposed to do that. Which we were
Yeah.
all very confused and like, yeah.
Oh, also, I think I broke his foot, but it's fine because it pops back into place. Because there's the bit of the foot, like the gold, the yellow and silver part of the foot that like extends the most out, and I was trying to extend it out to its maximum length for vehicle mode transformation, but I didn't think I got it out. And then I pushed too hard and it popped out, and I don't think it's supposed to be in two pieces as easily as it is, but it's fine. I can pop it back in and it still transforms the way it should, which is surprising.
Yeah, that's a rare, very rare case of that happening.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just pleased I didn't break the whole thing by doing that.
Yeah.
Do you want to
I'm
tell
able
the?
to repeatedly do it without any form of damage. I'll have to talk about that on my review.
Speaking of a toy you damaged,
Hold on, we're not there yet because I also just want to be like Dial and Uraz. I'm just happy I have G1 cassettes. I want all the G1 cassettes. I will take the reissues gladly over the original Japanese ones that are like $600. I can't wait for the Bumblebee Volume 2 so I get the right Zaru in the right colors, and also get the evil one, so as I can have the good combiner and the bad combiner. And not evil bot.
So the good one is the correct colors,
Yes.
and
The
the
good
evil
one was the
ones
op-
are the weird colors.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. Also weird names because they're backwards.
Hmm.
But what Eric is referring to is that a while ago he found and then now sent me the Wave 3 Power of the Primes Legends, those being out back in Cindersaur. And if y'all remember my story about how I had to snap Beachcomber's neck to get his neck to move, I managed to do basically the opposite to Cindersaur. I managed to get Cindersaur's head to turn around, but now that I did so, I can't get it to face forward again.
You need to put it in like really warm water before you attempt it again.
Do you think that's what I should do?
I would vote that. I don't know a better alternative other than like just risking it. I mean, that would soften anything you do, so it's less likely to be damaged. But
Yeah, warm water or a hair dryer. One of the two would work, probably.
or a flamethrower.
No, don't.
I mean,
don't
that would help the toy completely, and at this point, I should just buy a new one.
Don't involve heat, because yes, that's why I have 2 Legends class Nemesis Primes.
What did you do to it?
He's fine. He just,
I vaguely remember this story.
he just can't go into robot mode anymore.
Did you meld him together in vehicle mode?
No, he can go into robot mode. He just doesn't want to.
Like,
All right.
Miguel's
just a quick-
parents. Miguel, why is one of your Transformers on fire?
My parents were not home that
because
day.
he's a fallen, obviously. But to quickly explain to the audience why I'm having this problem, so the hinge that like the tail rotates on in the middle, Cindersaur's like side panel of his face, I guess I managed to push it past that point, so like the curve, like to the curve of it, like allowed it to go over. But now that I'm trying to get it to go forward, it's getting caught on that side panel of that face, and I can't get it to go further than that point. So, yeah, and I can't pull it apart because all of it's entirely made pins. There's no screws. I can't do anything about that. So I guess the hot water or hair dryer is going to fix that. I hope. That's unfortunate. But the thing that's not unfortunate is I managed to, because the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive went back up on Hasbro Toy Shop in the middle of the week, and I got my Throne of the Primes. So I've got my Optimal Optimus that in my headcanon is the reborn Optimal Megatron. I've got Prima, I've got Nexus, I've got Amalgamus.
Soundjack, you gotta watch that camera angle, man.
Got 13th. And
Did your 13s come misassembled?
nope.
No, you just got a very unlucky case, just like I did with my Titans Return Slug Slinger.
Yeah. But I don't have all of the primes yet. I do not have Onyx Prime because I don't have Predaking yet.
Sucker.
Because as I'm doing every year, as I've done every year so far, I'm waiting for that sweet Black Friday deal on Amazon.
Before you move on, I don't think I said this, but for my Prime Masters, my Wave 3, I did get those from Zeus because he found them. I
No,
paid
you
him
did
for
say
it.
that. I thought you did.
Yeah,
Or
you
maybe
did.
you mentioned it before the show.
I think
Yeah.
you mentioned it.
Just in case I didn't,
There you go.
thanks to Zeus for those.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
But
Oh.
speaking of the SDCC exclusives going, that was all your stuff, soundtrack, right?
Yeah, that's
Speaking
everything.
speaking of the SDCC exclusives going back up, I normally do not do this, but I am going to mention the fact that I did order them only because I had trouble with it, and that's why I'm bringing it up, is because I ordered both Primal and Bumblebee when they were in stock. I got both of them in my order. And then I received an email later saying that that the order was on hold, and that I had to call in to verify. So I called in and verified everything. I don't even know what it was, because they literally just asked me to basically repeat the information that was on the order, which I did. And they're like, "Yep, released for shipping." They shipped it. Get an email confirmation that my order, I ordered one primal, like the quantity ordered, it was one primal, one bumblebee. Quantity shipped, 0 primal, one bumblebee. I was like, wait, what?
Are
So
you sure they didn't go to Africa?
I was very worried. Then I called in and talked to Hasbro Toy Shop customer support, and I got a guy, and I feel bad, I cannot remember his name because he was so great, and I really wish I could praise him. But I just want to praise the customer service over there. He did a really good job. Like, I don't know if it would have been as good if I'd emailed, because I know that can take a while and stuff. I called in, and he seemed to get it situated. It looks like I am going to be getting a Throne of the Primes, because I was very, very scared that I was not, that they botched my order and that they like sold it to someone else. But apparently it's still in there, just something weird's going on. So I'm waiting till tomorrow, as of this recording, to find out 100% sure that it should be shipped. But as of right now, it seems that they have solved the problem. Hopefully. I got very, very scared, but I should have Bumblebee soon. But the one thing I did actually get this week is a figure I've wanted for a long time. Although I guess it's technically not that long, but it's a long portion of my life. Because it was back whenever Age of Extinction was coming out. Takara did their Lost Age line, which was not actual characters from Age of Extinction. It was basically going back and doing random stuff. They did a side swipe, which I think was the side swipe just a normal one, just like a silver version of the mold.
Yeah. Yeah.
They did like a Ratchet, was like a red and white version of the deluxe Ratchet, I think. They did.
Did you get the Spencer?
No, I didn't get to Spencer, who looks cool. And then I'm trying to think. There was another one I was thinking of. Oh, they did Dino, the only official Dino, like.
That is not a Legends.
Yeah, so basically the only official deluxe or higher Dino. Like, there's never been a generation style Dino, and that is the first one. But that is not the figure I got. I got the mold that was never released during Dark of the Moon, which is deluxe class Soundwave. But this is, do any of you know what it was called? The Lost Age release version of Soundwave, was it called Dark Side Soundwave?
That sounds right.
Something.
Check.
It's basically a black repaint of the deluxe from Dark of the Moon, the unreleased deluxe from Dark of the Moon, which I always wanted a movie Soundwave toy. I never got one from Revenge of the Fallen, nor did I really want one later on. I just never wanted that version. I wanted the Dark of the Moon version, but I never. The Human Alliance and the Deluxe never came out, so I always kind of wanted them. But then recently with Studio Series, I've been like eyeing them up again, but then I'm like, no, because we'll probably get a Soundwave in Studio Series. So then, whenever I was tweeting out a list of things that I want to buy at some point of Transformers, it was like for one of those things where you post a picture and then people like it and you do one for each like. So on my 22nd thing or whatever, I did this Soundwave. I did both the regular version of the Deluxe from Dark of the Moon and this. And then Counterpunch, someone on Counterpunch on Twitter, was saying, he was telling me, he's like, I actually have one for sale if you want. And we bargained around a little bit, so I got to get it shipped to me, and I am very happy. So thank you, Counterpunch, who I believe is on Cybertron. I think that's the... He's associated with one. I was gonna say he's associated with one of the news sites. I was pretty sure it was Cybertron. I just couldn't remember.
I think he's on or used to be on the Twincast podcast.
Yeah, I think he is. I think that was in his description. I just couldn't remember it. So yeah, thank you, kind sir. I was very, very happy that he offered that up. And honestly, this mold is great.
Like, I was happy with it when I opened it, but the more I mess around with it, I really, really am happy that I have this mold, and I'm very glad I got this deco, so I'll still love it even if a Studio Series 1 comes out that is, like, superior in terms of screen accuracy. I just really, really like this toy. The shoulders are a bit weird, but the leg transformation, it's interesting. It's not terrible once you get it. The leg, and specifically kind of the way the knees work, is really weird but cool. I like it. It's very odd, but I really, really like it. In the way that these like kneecaps turn into the rear lights for the car. It's interesting. And then also his hood can kind of lift up, which it's not supposed to, but it actually works kind of well, especially because you can actually see the back of his head, but since his head is mostly clear light piping and then just the silver things sticking out, it doesn't even look that bad. It can't lift the hood entirely up.
Just chill out. That's the turbo, man.
That's really, really good. I freaking love this mold. I am so happy to finally own it. This is actually like kind of been one of my grails, I guess. At least getting a Dark of the Moon Soundwave. So mission accomplished. I got the Age of Extinction Dark of the Moon Soundwave,
Fun.
which is
Eric.
Wave. What?
Did you realize what you said when you were talking about potentially getting a better Soundwave from Studio Series?
What did I say?
You said if a superior version comes out.
I didn't even mean to make that pun. Did I actually use that word?
Yes.
That's funny. I actually did not even intend that.
I mean, Soundjack, you now have the quote of the week. You've just done it.
Cool.
Are you guys? Do you guys want a new Soundwave from the Bumblebee movie? I do.
I'm pretty sure we're getting one, but we'll talk about that later.
I know, but I really want one.
We'll talk about it later. Trust me, it's gonna come up later. That's what I'm saying.
Like how much? I gotta get off the show soon.
Miguel, what did you get this week?
A couple of things. Starting off small, I got some repro labels in from Toy Hacks. The upgrade set for Predaking, so the like set A and B. That I think one like B is Rampage only, which is I don't understand why. And some Decepticon labels for some of the customs that I'm hoping to get done this weekend, this long weekend. I should have all of the parts coming in from Shapeways. So I've been teasing pictures on Twitter about what I'm doing. So if any of you want to check out my Twitter and try to figure out what I'm cooking up, look for at Logos Miner on Twitter.
Wait, this coming weekend's a long weekend? I forgot that. Oh, wait, is it this coming weekend or the next week? It's this coming weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes! That's so great! I love the mixed reaction.
No, it's not.
That's so great for me. It's not great for you. I get my first 3-day weekend of the school year. You don't.
I'm working that Monday at Target.
Sanjak's melting. No, the listeners can't see. We have all of our videos on. Soundjack's falling apart. Great.
He literally just
He's holding his hands up to his temples, up through his hair.
Yep.
Jared,
You're tearing me apart, Target.
Jared's smiling. Tanner's having a fidget fit at his desk. Eric's laughing. It's great. And then wrapping it up, I got in the box from Robot Kingdom because I've been eyeing a couple of figures that they've had for a while, and finally took the plunge on two that seemingly everywhere else that I had seen them they slowly disappeared. So I was like, I need to grab these now before they completely disappear, and I have to pay like eBay prices. First off, the Takara version of Generation Sandstorm. So a few minor deco changes from the Hasbro release, aiming for a more G1 accurate color scheme. Sandstorm is actually one of the few from that line that doesn't have like a metallic paint job. Like he's actually like bare plastic and everything.
Oh, it's all flat. There's nothing that's metallic.
The only thing that's really metallic is the orange plastic and paint, and it's really subtle. It's not like their Springer is one that I always mention. The Springer looks really metallic, and even the the Rhinox in that line, Rat Trap and Waspinator, they were all really like almost overly metallic. I have Starscream, the Armada Starscream from this line, and that was also very like subdued in comparison. So I think where they knew they could improve on the deco, they didn't go all gaudy. They just like, no, we're just gonna make it like a better version than the Hasbro one. And then the other thing I got, which I was really excited for, even though most people hate this mold, is Legends Slipstream, based off of the Thrilling 30 Windblade mold. She's really nice. When we were talking about this before the show started, by the time they did Slipstream, they seemed to really nail the tolerances on this mold, because she doesn't fall apart like the Windblade does. The one thing that was kind of annoying is I moved the little fans in her wings forward while I was like messing around with it in vehicle mode, and just moving those along the hinge or the pins stressed the plastic on the wings.
No.
It wasn't too bad. I just put them back into the original position and then took a hairdryer and fixed it. Like it's not apparent anymore. So I won't be touching those ever again. But yeah, really good deco. It's a shame because it's like at this point, like I remember when this toy came out, I was like, this kind of feels like not as substantial as some of the deluxes, and now I'm holding it, I'm like, no, this feels really good compared to like some of the ones that I've had recently, and that's kind of terrifying. But beautiful deco. I think, yeah, Black Arachnia is the only one from this wave of Legends. They're sort of like, oh, we're going to retool a bunch of random figures and make them all new characters. Black Arachnia is the only one I don't have.
Wait, really? You don't have Black Arachnia?
No, we talked about this and like before the show started. I was really
because of the misassembly. That's right.
Like there was a bunch of chatter when it first came out that there's like a misassembly in the torso area, which really doesn't affect much, but beyond like the visuals and I think how her chest like comes down in robot mode. And I didn't at the time. I was like, I don't want to be dealing with like pushing out pins and everything. Yeah. Eric's,
so I have a Legends toy that you don't have.
I mean, I have a ton of Legends toys that other people probably have that I don't. But yeah, Black Arachnia, which is one thing you shared a picture on. I think it was Snapchat, where you showed you showed that Black Arachnia. I was like, oh, he has that. I'll probably get it one day.
Oh, but, yeah, because I set up my Beast Wars shelf. That's like the only shelf I have set up in my dorm so far of Transformers.
Yeah, no, most of the Predacons you have, I don't have.
Really?
Because they're all like BotCon exclusives and club stuff.
Oh yeah, literally every Predacon except for Waspinator and Black Arachnia are club exclusives. Whether it be BotCon, which all but one are, and then it's the one that isn't is, shoot, what's his name? Green Pterosaur. I cannot believe I'm blanking
Fractal.
on it. Yeah, Fractal, who I love.
Didn't you have Scorponok?
Oh yeah, he came with Fractal. I think of him.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I didn't think about that. So yeah, that is kind of cool. Ha.
Not with contest, but all right.
You suck, Eric.
We really wanted to start like trying to like calculate and compete. I have a feeling I have a lot of other things that.
Oh, I know. I just felt happy that I have stuff that you don't, because it feels like you have everything.
Well, no, I don't. I don't make that claim. I don't have everything.
No, I'm not saying that you say that. I'm just saying it feels like that all the time. Like you have the American and Japanese version of everything I ever have or want.
No, that'd be ridiculous. Not everything. I have Ground Galvatron.
Just most of it.
Wait, hold up. Did I just hear the guy who almost bought a second Triptychon because of screw color call something ridiculous?
Listen, I don't always make sense.
He's not going to let you live that down, Miguel. Just
I
know.
don't expect anyone to let me live it down. I'm proud in the fact that it's like I'm one of the few people who was like, yeah, no, like early on was like, no, Takara Triptychon actually does have a difference. It's black screws. It's the dumbest difference to justify well, actually, what's dumber? Justifying the differences between the Takara and Hasbro release because of black screws, or because the weird like serial number tampograph doesn't exist.
Probably the screws, in all honesty, because like the
I'd honestly
tampograph.
say they're both pretty.
It depends where the tampograph is. Like, is it in an obvious location that kind of messes with the deco, or is it like on the bottom of a foot or something? You know what I'm saying?
Right, because like, what is it? The Power of the Primes figures. The Takara ones don't have that serial number.
Oh.
Then I'd say that's. I don't know which is more ridiculous. Both are pretty equally ridiculous.
What's even more like? Because this is we're peering into the current inside my mind. One of the reasons why I am kind of hesitant, or almost like hoping that I'm able to find both Retail Primal and Nova Star, is because if I get them, then all of my Power of the Primes figures will be Hasbro releases, so they'll all have those serial numbers. If I have to get the Takara Primal and Nova Star, somewhere in my mind, I'm going to be bothered that they don't have the serial numbers.
That's actually crazy. All right. Wow.
80. When we're all 80, we're still going to make fun of you for almost getting a trip to Colin with black screws.
I don't care. Someone make shirt. That'll be our shirt.
Someone remind us 60 years from now.
We have the Welcome to Bisstown shirt that we need to stage a photo shoot for at TFCon. Eric, dye your hair.
I don't want to, but
You
if it
gotta.
must be done.
Or no. You dye your beard and give it the Guy Fieri treatment.
No, I know there's someone here at my school who's like one of the teachers in the wood shop that dyed their beard purple, and I'm like, I love purple, but beards should not be purple.
Well, your beard wouldn't be purple; it'd be orange.
My granddad once dyed his hair purple.
You can make
accidentally. When he was
yourself
our
look like Ginger, Eric.
I do not need to look like a ginger. I am really okay having a soul. Just kidding. If you're a ginger and listen to this show, unless you're one lame shark, you definitely have a soul.
Hey,
Dang it, Eric! You just got rid of like a quarter of our audience.
how dare you insult my girlfriend, Eric?
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, is she listening though? Because technically, I only said if you're listening.
But you're still you're apologizing to the people that are listening, saying that the gingers that are listening do have souls.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're insulting my girlfriend by saying she doesn't have a soul.
Well, then
Because
maybe
she's
you should get your girlfriend to listen to the show, Soundjack. Which he's talking about Alyssa, who's on our Anime Overdrive podcast, which should hopefully be coming back at some point. Who knows what it'll be about, but hopefully it'll come back at some point. Chris, if you're listening, which I know you are, just saying, that'd be nice if it came back at some point, you know? If a podcast I didn't have to record, like, started recording again, that'd be cool. But anyways, Miguel, is that everything?
Yeah, those are the only things. I'm sorry that it led into some strange tangents. Oh lord.
There's a lot
How
of
many
stuff.
side tangents do we get on from just talking about Miguel's Japanese variants?
Too many.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know. All right.
Speaking of which, let's get off this
Kill the gag.
tangent.
What is our first news item, Miguel?
All right, so our first news item this week is that Transformers Cyberverse is now available to watch on the Cartoon Network app and website for free. You normally with these sort of on-demand services, you have to include your like cable provider's information if you have that. Right now, you can see the first two episodes, Fractured and Memory, in full on the app or website.
Even though they're in two parts, though they are 11-minute episodes.
Right. So they're cut. So it's 4 or 5 minute and change videos to see the first 2 episodes, which have we all watched? I know. I'm figuring Soundjack and Eric have.
Tanner
Yes.
has not. I'm almost certain. But Jared,
I
did
have.
you?
Yeah.
Did? Cool.
Yeah.
So let's do a mini review of Cyberverse, or like just give our thoughts at least, not necessarily a review. There's not really anything to spoil. Just first of all, there's literally nothing in this that isn't in trailers or synopsises. The only thing that you might not know if you haven't kept up with the trailers is that Bumblebee. It has to do with his voice, but again, it's in the trailer, so I'll just say it. Bumblebee can talk. He just also can't talk. So.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple of characters that we haven't known about through the trailers.
Every character. Oh, you're right. There's a surprise on Cybertron, and then but that Seeker appeared in the purple Seeker that we don't know who it is, along with Thundercracker. We're both in that
Purple
clip.
Seeker, we didn't know who that was in the trailer, but we do
You know
figure
why
out.
they call
they
me
are.
Acid
Wait,
Storm?
did they say the name of the purple Seeker in the
Sucking
episode?
me.
They never said the name of the
Acid
Purple
Storm.
Seeker, but
Tanner,
the
shut up.
actress is credited in the credits, and her name is Nova Storm.
Nova Storm.
Yeah.
Is that a new Seeker, or is that?
No, that was one of the names Ask Dr. Prime associated with the Rainmakers. It was associated with the yellow Rainmaker.
Huh.
Well,
Interesting.
this one's purple.
And a girl. I
Yeah.
really love that the Seekers, that there's, from what we've seen, there's like a lot of different Seekers from that body type in all different colors. It's great. That hasn't
Yeah.
happened since G1, has it? Seeing that many different colored Seekers on screen.
That many, no.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like that's really cool, in all honesty. But
Yeah.
in terms of the actual show, I'll say Bumblebee. I genuinely like this Bumblebee. I don't know what it is. I've been liking Bumblebee
like
as
Prime
a
Bumblebee?
character. No. I've been liking Bumblebee, well, sort of, actually, at certain points. But I've been liking Bumblebee a lot more as a character in the last few years than ever before. Like, I always have just tolerated Bumblebee, but now it's gotten to the point where there's several versions of Bumblebee I genuinely like. This combines, honestly, for me at least, it's like a combination of Prime, RID, and animated Bumblebee all into one. Which I really, really like. Windblade is cool. I love the art style now. It took some getting used to, but I love it. And then, in all honesty, I could just say that I'm really excited. Also, I was surprised by the guest appearance on Cybertron of a certain Autobot who has not been revealed yet, so I won't say it. But if you haven't, I would definitely recommend at least watching these episodes because I really like it so far. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, what are your thoughts?
But quickly, while we're talking about that, should we put a link to the Cyberverse page in the description of the video because you can't access directly from the website at some points because that's weird.
So you can't access it directly from the mobile website.
I wasn't able to access it directly from the Wood desktop website either for whatever reason.
In the desktop site, if you just type in the search bar Transformer Cyberverse, it'll show up, and then you have to click video.
I did. I couldn't. It didn't pop up for me, which was weird.
Weird. But either way, it is in the link of the article that I have linked in the show notes. So just go in the show notes, and it's the first article in the show notes, and there's a link at the bottom there that takes you directly to it. So yeah, you can watch the first 2 episodes, which are spaced into 4. Although it tried to play, I don't know about you guys, but for me, it tried to play the second episode first, not the first one.
It did that to me
not for me.
completely. And it completely played the first. I watched it episode 2 first, and then episode 1.
See,
accidentally.
I didn't watch episode 2. It wanted to play me episode 2, and I was like, no. I'm watching episode 1, then 2.
I was watching on the app, and it played the first. What did it do? It played the first episode fine. Then it played the first part of episode 2, and then it tried playing the first part of episode 1 again. So I had to go through. I'll say one thing that I really enjoyed. about the show just from the first few episodes is that there really is a sense of like a real mix of just and like almost like subtle homages to different continuities. Like, it seems like visually they're trying to pick at least some things in the background from Prime, like the way the computer displays show up is very much like they did in Transformers Prime. There's a whole sequence that's sort of a nod to something that debuted in Prime.
Yep.
I won't really go into it.
Like they just cut that out of the Prime cartoon and just dropped it in.
Oh, I liked that. That made me very happy.
I agree. That makes complete sense. But I was like, oh, I did not expect that to be here.
And then one other thing was, they sort of did a reverse thing where they took like Windblade. They keep the whole city speaker thing in the show. And from what I remember, originally in the fan built bot poll, she was like the sort of power that she was given was telepathy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they sort of reversed it and was like, oh yeah, city speaking is a form of telepathy. I'm like, okay, that's a neat like sort of hark back to how her origin sort of started, and just it visually was very much something I enjoyed watching. The voice acting is something that is getting. I'm gonna have to get used to because while some voices are pretty good, others are just kind of more generic, which fits, I guess, for some characters. But like when
are you talking about like Thundercracker?
Well, Thundercracker and some of the others, like the name, like I guess this will be a thing where most characters are going to get named, and it's just unfortunate that like for Thundercracker has such like he's been a mainstay. He's sort of a big, or at least has been built to be the sort of big character because he's one of the original characters, and then his voice is just kind of like, yeah, it's just like a generic like grunt voice.
Yeah,
I mean that's what he is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in all fairness, it is what he is. What he was, right. He's become so much more, especially in the comics lately. But yeah, I have to admit that is probably my main disappointment, which is a small disappointment, and honestly, it could change as the show goes on. Was that Thundercracker was just a goon so far? Like he seems like a personality less just drone that is named Thundercracker and looks like Thundercracker, but is basically just a Decepticon Viacon. But again, it's literally the first 2 episodes. That could change. I don't know if it will, but still.
Though they did say that we're supposed to see 90 Transformers in this, in 18 episodes.
Yeah,
I mean,
how many of those are Seekers?
Right. You got to think, one, how many body types are going to be reused. Also, two, like, just think in these first 2 episodes, how many different character designs we've seen.
We've seen a ton already.
I have actually counted.
There are a lot.
13.
Is that counting the different Seekers?
It's counting. It's not counting the generic Seekers. Again, I'm just listing each different colored generic Seeker.
Is it? Are you factoring?
I hate to do this to you, but I have got a little work to do yet, so I'm gonna pop off. The quote of the week is, "You know why they call me Acid Storm? Because I can make an acid storm."
That's not even from official Transformers.
Yeah, but if you get that, you're awesome. Okay, fine. You want an official quote? That's from Skywarp back in G1. Heat-seeking missiles seek heat.
All right, that's acceptable.
Yep.
See you, Tanner.
Right.
See you later, guys.
See you, Tanner.
But there's some stuff to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so what you were asking though was how many body types there were.
Well, I have counted but they said character designs, not body types, is what makes me think that there could.
Yeah, I thought they were just saying characters, so it's like there's going to be like 10 Seekers or something like that. But that we'll see. But there will be 90 characters. But yeah, I'm going to be counting generics. But if it's the same generic, like there's also like what looks to be like a generic Autobot dude.
Yeah.
It's like 5 of them in one brief scene we see. They're only counted as one. If they reappear again, they're only going to count as one in my list.
And if they have the exact same color scheme, then yes. That is correct too. So.
Yes. Yeah. but I'm also going to make sure I'm listing that because I'm wondering if it is in fact counting generics or not. Because if we're not counting,
it said character designs, so I would assume that it means repaints count, but not two of the same repaint, if you know what I mean.
yeah, because we only saw one Seeker generic that was not the named ones we've seen.
No, we saw two.
No, it was the same colors.
There's the red and yellow one. I swear there's another one. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm pretty sure they were both red and yellow.
No, but I thought there was like another shot that had more than one in it. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I'll go.
I'll
back
double
and watch it,
check.
though.
I'll double check.
Oh, you said
Because
13.
I want to make 13. Though one of them is technically a voice, and I didn't realize whose voice it was until I looked it up on the wiki.
Like a voice of a character that is going to show up but didn't show up yet?
Yes, because it's the voice that was talking to Bumblebee when they were driving to the Ark.
Gotcha.
Because I thought it was someone else that we had seen already, but according to the wiki, because of who was credited in the episode, it was not. It's someone else.
Is it a character that we've seen a design for yet? Or
Yes, it was Grimlock.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Oh, that makes sense. We've
Yeah.
heard him in the trailer, so that okay.
Yeah. I just didn't connect the two because I think the trailer had him sounding a little higher pitch than this.
Yeah.
Than those it sounded. I honestly thought those bits were Prime speaking, which was like, oh, that's weird.
I knew
Prime
it wasn't
speak-
Prime, but I wasn't thinking about who it was.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, which is very interesting to be like Grimlock's the one on the comms.
No, well, you know that this show is doing the it's not the Dr. Jekyll.
Yeah. No, I'm
Dr. Jekyll
aware of
Mr.
that. I still just need to get used to that.
I'm very happy about it, actually.
I'm
Like,
very
I really
interested to see how well it goes. I'm just like, that's very different.
I'm very happy they're
It
trying.
feels
that.
like they're taking either the Grimlock's new brain Grimlock or the Shattered Glass Grimlock into this amalgamation of universes.
Honestly, I feel like they didn't even know about those when they designed this character, would be my guess. I don't know that, but I feel like whoever was in charge of it was basically just thinking like a Hulk type thing. Like they were probably like that was probably their inspiration, not necessarily the very
Any reference
niche
in trans.
versions of Grimlock. Although, I mean, I guess if you watched that episode as a kid, you know about it, but still, it's not like something that every single fan knows. But
Oh, yeah.
so far, would you say yay or nay to the series? How are you liking it?
I'd say yay.
I'd say yay as well.
Another thing I want to say, that I saw someone commenting on Twitter. I think Chris McFeely made this comment that so far it's not. This series is not episodic at all so far.
Yes.
And Chris McFeely is wondering if like all of the bits that are set on Earth are going to be basically one continuous story for this first chapter.
Mm-hmm.
There's not really going to be like a break and a time skip. That this is just going to be a one long running story with hard cliffhangers at the end of every episode until we get to the end. We still see a lot of stuff going on Cybertron.
Yeah, I'm curious if that'll be the first season or not. Like, if it'll be like that all the way through, or if it'll just be that way for a little bit, like for the first arc until he starts to actually get stuff sorted out. Miguel, did you say yay or nay? I didn't know if he's.
I raised my thumb. I was like, yay.
Gotcha.
I like the series so far, and then jumping off of just what Sanjay just said, it would make a lot of sense just because I have a feeling the new Mega Man show that also has been they're sort of releasing the same way where they're dumping a bunch of episodes on the app and then they're slowly introducing them at like the death slots on Sunday mornings.
Uh-huh.
Like Cyberverse, I think is like 6 or 6:30 on Saturday mornings is when they're going to show new episodes.
Like Robots in Disguise was.
But this seems very much like it's set up so it'll be released in sort of like batches of episodes on like streaming services and stuff, which makes sense. That's how kids, I think, for the most part, watch a lot of their shows now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
definitely. Just gotta say, this show makes me happy. Like, I was very happy watching it. And in all honesty, I am now warming up to the entire line, too. Like, we'll get to some of the newer toys, but in terms of Wave 1, I am now considering buying some of the Wave 1 Warrior classes, which I was not at all previously. Not necessarily because I have higher expectations of them, but just because I like this show, and I think I'm ready to start putting together a shelf for it, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, anyways, Miguel, what do we have next?
So next up, more Cyberverse news. We have pictures of the what appears to be Wave 2 figures for Cyberverse. Thanks to some sleuthing from Nevermore on TFW 2005, we have pictures of Warrior Class, Megatron, Acid Storm, and Windblade, along with the Scout class, or at least what appears to be Scout class, Optimus Prime. Acid Storm, like I mentioned this earlier in our little group chat, Acid Storm, like a lot of the Seekers, is supposed to be the more generic Seeker body, and then Starscream's supposed to have sort of his own design, and for whatever reason, in the entire toy line, they're all Starscream recolors, and it's really annoying.
Admittedly, there's a little bit of the other Seeker detail in the Starscream mold with the thingy sticking up behind the head.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
yeah,
they still should. They should,
Yeah.
along with Thundercracker, be using a different mold that they repaint over and over, but just not Starscream. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they
I
made
mean,
it.
it doesn't have to be too much different. It's mostly like chest, arms, and wings.
It's more the fact that they went through the hassle of designing an entirely different character model for all of the Seekers, and then versus Starscream, who's sort of, I guess, since he's second in command, it's showing like he looks like a Seeker, but he's moved up in ranks. I guess is sort of at least where my head goes for why he looks different. And then for them to be like, all right, we're just gonna go be lazy and recolor the mold into every other character, just despite the fact that the designs are clearly different.
Yeah.
And it's more specifically in the head. Most of the Seekers have that more like G1 inspired
yeah, the squarish head.
square head, while Starscream's is much more sleek and sort of like Prime inspired. And it's something that it's a nitpick, but at the same time I'm not buying these toys, so I like, what do I care?
Yeah, I wish that they had the cockpit on their chest and the head remolded. That's what the main things I would pick. But alas, Acid Storm looks very, very green.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bummer he doesn't have
he's-
any of the purple detail that his character model does.
Yellow.
I mean, he has at
Then
least a
again,
yellow
the
cockpit, but he has
He's got
no
the
purple.
cockpit, but the cockpit's a separate thing. He doesn't have that yellow wing detail going on.
Then again, that Starscream figure that this is a repaint of, he doesn't have much painting detail on him at all.
Yeah, that's the really sad thing. There's not a whole lot of paint to go around, it seems.
No. They spent all their paint budget on Studio Jazz. They don't have any money for anything else.
Yeah, he got silver paint. No one ever gets silver paint, so that's definitely how it works. Scout Class Optimus Prime looks like he has a fusion cannon, which is a little weird just because the way it goes on his arm for the gimmick, but that's how it
Oh
works.
yeah.
Warrior Class Megatron and Windblade, though, I really like both of them. Like, Windblade, I knew whenever they revealed her was an instant buy. She just looks good enough. I really wish she had her sword. That's my main thing. But her mold looks great to me. It looks absolutely fine. There does not look like there's any restrictions I wouldn't want. Any restrictions that like would turn me off from the mold, like Starscream and such. And then Megatron, I think, is also going to be a buy for me. Looking at this now, I think Megatron looks decent enough. I think he might lack articulation in his left elbow, but in all honesty, it looks like a pretty decent figure. And I'm liking the show, so I will definitely, at the very least, be getting Windblade and Megatron next. So there are more Warrior class figures that I consider worth buying, at least. So I'm happy about that.
Give me this Megatron design
As now,
in Generations, and I'll be good.
Yeah. Watch, this is actually.
I was going to say,
It
who
was-
knows? Maybe that's what the Siege Megatron will look like that we haven't seen yet. Who knows? I mean, I doubt it, but
The thing with Windblade, however, that annoys the crap out of me are her wings are upside down.
yeah.
robot
But
mode?
see, but the thing is, in the show, she had multiple configurations for her wings, so I.
They were in or out. They were never upside down like
Oh,
that.
I know, but I'm just saying that she moves her wings around more than she has in any other media. So, while it's still wrong, I'm justifying it to myself that way. Also, you can read like all the entire Made in Vietnam and stuff on her left wing. Actually, her right wing. I'm looking
yeah.
at the image that you can read all of that just in the product picture. That's kind of funny.
Well,
yeah.
I was gonna say, are any of you considering any of these? Miguel isn't. Jared and Soundjack, are you thinking as of right now you are going to pick up any of these?
I had personally thought if I'm going to get things from this line, it's probably going to be the Scouts because I thought they had complete vehicle forms as well as like that mid attack transformation. But no, it seems like their vehicle mode is that like mid transformation attack, which I really don't like by itself.
Yeah, I do not blame
I
you.
really don't like that. So while I thought that's probably where I'd go for with this line, that's a hard stay away.
Did you get Shockwave?
I did get the Shockwave.
Okay, so you have at
The
least gotten a figure, yeah.
I have gotten a figure from the line. I'm definitely going to be picking and choosing. I'll probably grab things like Shadow Striker and whatnot from the Warrior class more so, probably. Hopefully that Shadow Striker is a good figure.
Yeah, I'm really hoping Shadow Striker is a good one. Because Shadow Striker's already been seen to be like almost like it. She's one of Megatron's right hand, like top lieutenants at least in the show from what we've seen.
Yeah. No, her Ultra class toy is not.
No, it's no Shockwave.
No. The Shockwave needs to do more for his vehicle mode to work.
Yeah.
Which I guess is the reason why
I feel like that's the whole reason whoever designed Shockwave designed that alt mode. I can't like say that that's definitely true, but I feel like it is. Like I feel like whoever designed Shockwave's alt mode was like, how can we get the best Shockwave toys possible?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like if the same range of movement was able to be put into Shockwave because of what is needed done for the alt mode, I don't necessarily understand why Shadow Striker seems to be so limited. Like, I should have saved this for like a rant on my channel. But like, I do want to say like a lot of people are like, oh, these are bad toys. Oh, they're for kids. But like,
well, they are for kids.
Yeah, but like, no, very true. But like, I remember, I'm just thinking like, not even just for me as someone like my age, but like for someone in when I was like into Transformers or like Cybertron, like what those figures were like. And yeah, some of them were limited because of how they needed to transform around their gimmick. However, I don't think most of them were as bad as some of these. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Like, maybe kids are more into stuff like this, but I think I would not, as someone who, if I was like my age when I was correcting Cybertron, if I was getting into Cyberverse, I may not be as into it.
Well, that totally depends if it was your first show or not. Because in all honesty, if it's your first show, I think basically anything you have no expectations. So that's the thing. It's like if it's not your first show, that's different. But if it's your first show, basically there's no expectations. So, you know.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't want to be one of those people that's like, oh, how dare these toys are terrible. I'm a collector. They should be good and enjoyable to me. But like,
I would kind of agree, but also disagree with you. But
Yeah.
that's a
Like, I
whole.
don't-
We
like,
could do
I
a
don't
whole
wanna-
show on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
In fact, maybe
And
we should for an NGT reviews.
just talk about Cyberverse. Like a couple of us get a couple extra ones that
Yeah.
we may not normally have, just to get used to it.
Yeah, I think that could be a good idea and be interesting because I think most people are going to skip it, so that could be an interesting listen
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, maybe not necessarily each individual wave, but like just talk about the whole first wave at once.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's off topic.
Oh, so did you say you are going to get any of these warriors or not?
The Megatron seems kind of interesting. But I'm not sure. If I was getting any of these, it'd be the Megatron, certainly.
Gotcha, but you're not sure. Jared, what about you?
I'm most likely going to get the Megatron just so I can display it next to my Shockwave, which I just made a little, like, my own tank mode out of because I don't like his walker mode. It's literally just him curled up into, like, some sort of stupid yoga pose. Yeah, I'm probably going to get the Megatron. Maybe Windblade. I don't know. Like Soundjack, I'm just picking and choosing for this line. I'm not going as all in as I am with Power of the Primes.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right, Miguel. What is next?
All right, I just opened all of our news items up in separate tabs, and we have too much to talk about.
We do.
So we might want to.
Yeah, we'll go
And we spent
quicker.
half the show talking about 2 articles.
Although
we
I feel
might wanna-
like
there-
Cyberverse is worth that because it's a brand new show. That's something that's going to last for several years. So I do think it is fair. But yeah,
Yeah, and
we're gonna breeze
there's
through these.
there's some that are more breezy, others that might elicit more discussion. But it's like
Yeah.
the next one, pretty quick. We have in-hand images of MP10 Golden Lagoon Convoy, the first of the 3 35th anniversary Golden Lagoon exclusives from Takara. So this is based off of the Masterpiece MP10 Optimus Prime mold, probably the last hurrah for this mold right before the V3, and it sure is gold vac metal and like mustard plastic.
Yes, it is.
What color is the
man.
inside of the Matrix? Is it just like
I don't-
clear plastic? I can't tell. This picture makes it look weird.
It looks like
Go ahead.
yeah, you go.
It looks like it's just flat out like transparent white plastic.
Yeah, like clear, no paint or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't look that good.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Maybe it might just be from the lighting and the camera, but
It almost looks like an empty Matrix. Like they used
Yeah.
all the energy in the Matrix and the Matrix just toast. Like, that's sad. All I'll say is that the more pictures I see of this, the more I want it, but I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy any of the Golden Lagoon toys, especially the expensive Masterpiece one, but like, I do like it the more I see of it, but I'm not going to buy it, so it doesn't really matter.
I would like the Golden Lagoon Beachcomber if it was sold by itself and was a lot cheaper.
I'm interested in the Perceptor.
Golden Lagoon Convoy's only $180.
Only.
Yeah, exactly. Only $180. Oh god.
I could probably buy like half of Megatron of Beast Wars Megatron when that MP comes out.
See, like,
Very true.
if this was $100, I'd buy it.
It'll probably be $100 by like Black Friday.
Yeah.
I
might
don't.
buy it then. We'll see.
I don't expect like a lot of the online retailers to sell out through these. Starscream would be the only one that I think they'll sell
I think he
through
will. I think he will fast.
because people eat up that Seeker mold from Combiner Wars.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the third set I was
And
trying to remember.
I have the. I was just say we need someone on the show that isn't me or Miguel to get that Seeker because he has the Ghost Starscream. I have the Shattered Glass Starscream, So that means someone needs to get the gold Starscream. So someone on the cast of our show has at least every version of that
Oh, you
Starscream.
said you have
Commander
And then
Starscream.
we all show up to the same convention or something. Someone brings a Power of the Primes Voyager Starscream, and then we combine them.
Yep, and it'll be a one-armed Starscream beast.
The final limb that they make can't be G1 colors. It has to be something else, so that the G1 colors is the torso, and then everyone else is a different version.
G2.
I don't know. I was gonna say I don't really care what it is as long as it's a Starscream. You know what I would actually love? This would be weird, and this is a side tangent, so I'm going to say it, and then we're going to move on. Is I would love that mold colored as Waspinator, but like like a Starscream body. Like there's no not a Waspinator head or anything, but like just painted entirely as Waspinator, but it is Starscream. I think it'd be a weird but cool thing. But anyways, what's the next thing?
Next thing we have is packaging images plus the Hasbro Asia coin revealed for MP34S Shadow Panther. So Shadow Panther should be out within the next few days because it's supposed to come out this month, and the month is almost over. And so we have pictures of the box and the collector coin case, and I think just the case. There's no pictures, at least in the article, of the coin. Oh, no, there are. The coin's the head.
Yeah,
probably says
it's just
Shadow
Cheetor's
Panther or
face,
something.
If you've ever had any of the masterpiece type coins, you should know what to expect.
Yeah. Box looks pretty. The figure will probably be nice.
Yeah.
Looking forward to hear in-hand reports and whatnot.
Looks good.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone getting this?
Nah, I'm gonna stick with what I got.
I've been thinking about it, but I don't think so. A genuine question? Do you think they'll make if/when they make a Masterpiece Tigertron? Do you think they'll do a black version of that mold?
Was there a black version of the Tigertron mold?
Tigertron was the same mold as Cheetor, so it really was. I don't know necessarily if they would do.
Right, because they have to do a different mold because the intro model was a different size than the actual toy.
Yeah.
I think honestly, if they were going to redo Tigatron, I think an interesting thing to do would maybe go prototype colors.
That's him you thought too, yeah.
The normal just a standard tiger versus white tiger.
Yeah, I feel like they would do a regular tiger. I would bet that'd be their repaint, but yeah.
I'd like to see what they would name that.
It'd be Tigertron, not Tigatron. It'd be Tigertron.
Okay. Oh, no. Here's what they do.
Or Tigger.
Stripes. It would be Stripes.
Yeah, nice.
Actually, yeah.
How Cheetor was turned into Ravage, then Tigertron would be turned into Stripes.
Yeah, that actually would make me want to get both.
Oh, no.
They better not do that. Oh man!
All right. Well, something else that might break Eric's wallet potentially. We have our first images of, or at least renders of Planet X's second release in their what's this? Did we have a name for this subline that they're doing now? PXC. Okay,
yeah,
they're
PXC. I don't know what C stands for.
So PXC.
Maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Aren't they? This one's an IDW design for sure, and I think the first one might be IDWized.
Yes, it
is. Yeah.
So PXC02 Cadmos, their take on IDW Star Saber, complete with a small, tiny saber. Which, when these images first showed up, I spent a good 5 minutes staring at the big Star Saber robot mode, being like, "Can I figure it out? Is there a tiny robot?" And then scrolling to the third picture and being like, "Oh, there is." And they showed up.
I'm curious if there'll be a Brain Master. Other than that, I just gotta say, yeah, I like this. Parts of it are a little weird to me, but I do overall like it. So I think I'll probably be in on this just because I love Planet X and I want to support them, and
Yeah.
I think that this will go good with their Death Source, which I also really want. So I think that I will get both this and their Death Source. Along, I need to get their Insecticons because they're priced really good too. That's the Fall of Cybertron line, but those are
Yeah.
only $20 a pop for their deluxe class Insecticons, and it's a pack of 3. It's $60, but like that's the price deluxes are now, and those are high quality. So
And they look good too.
I know I need to order those. So
Yeah. They need to make a Fall of Cybertron Shockwave
and Soundwave and Bruticus and Bumblebee and Cliffjumper
and everybody else.
and Jazz. They haven't done Jazz either. There's several in Sideswipe. There's several key characters they have not done. They've done odd ones, but they are continuing to do that line. So it's not like they're done, like a lot of people feared. So yeah, is anyone else going to get the Star Saber, or at least considering it, or no?
I'm gonna consider it. I don't know anything about, or at least much about Star Saber. So like, if he's priced like stupid, I'm not gonna get him. But if he's reasonably priced, then I'll consider it.
Cool. I'm guessing no for Soundjack.
See here.
Oh wait, this is the time that his internet drops out. He'll be back in a little bit. That's right. I'm gonna guess no. Oh wait, because I don't think he ever. Does Soundjack even own any third party?
I don't know that he does. Normally doesn't go for it either. His, at least on my screen, his he's
like
stuck with his hand like
behind his
neck.
neck, and his eyes are closed. He's like kind of like frowning as he's like moving his neck or something. It's kind of
he's got a crick in his neck. I'm curious because when we saw their Deathsaurus, MMC Mastermind Creations quickly like followed up with their Deathsaurus, and I liked the take that they did, like especially with the vehicle mode, beast mode. So I'm curious to see if they'll show any hint that they're also cooking up a Star Saber, because, well, I think I need to see the physical prototype for Planet X's, because at least from the renders, I'm not digging some of the proportions on the big robot mode. But I mean, otherwise, it's exciting to see. It's a tongue twister. More just stuff coming out of the woodwork, especially designs that you would think by now we would have tons of, and like it's this and then the official third party Flames Toys one. Yeah. And that's pretty much it for this design.
Which I gotta admit, the Flame Toys looks amazing, and the fact that it comes with what's it called? No, it doesn't come with it, but they are making a
they're making Victory Leo, and they combine.
Oh my god, I actually am considering that too. Which
Eric, it's $800 toy.
I know, but like if you buy it a little bit at a time, but I don't know.
You buy a little bit at a time. You buy one.
You buy one at a time is what I mean. But that's not a little, but you know.
Eric, what did you buy this week? I paid $50 for Star Saber's leg.
You know, that's really not a bad idea. Like, if they could actually sell it in terms of parts, and it's just like, oh man, this leg's really good. I can afford it.
Have Diecast find a seller on Taobao that sells things in parts.
It'll happen. We can make this happen.
Gosh.
All right. What's next? Oh, I know what's next. It's
it would. I'd hope Soundjack comes back, because this is right up his alley.
This is literally like Soundjack's. Maybe we should skip it and come back to it.
All right, we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Okay, and we go straight to one that is a bit of a meteor talking point, so he'll probably come back during it. We have confirmation now that Ollie's did indeed buy the, what is it, $20 million of?
I think so.
Is it like 20? Yeah, like they bought like actually, I'm gonna go to their website right now.
Several million.
Yeah, Ollie's purchased the stock of from that was originally intended to go to Toys R Us before all of the fun liquidation and bankruptcy stuff. $200 million. This was right from Ollie's website. They posted it saying that their warehouses are so stuffed to the brim with all of these different toys from different top brands, including Hasbro, that they're starting to move that product into their stores. And most recently, The Last Night Hot Rods from Walmart, and Titans Return Wave 5, is it?
Which wave? Which one's Wave 5?
The Misfire Twin
Yes.
Twist.
Twin Blade Misfire Twin Twist.
Yeah, that wave,
Yeah.
along with Hot Rod, those are showing up at Ollie's, and hopefully more to come. Hopefully Power of the Primes. Hopefully Predaking. And hopefully lots of Titan Masters. Not Titan Masters, Prime Masters, so I can hoard them. And make customs.
I'm excited to see what this brings in terms of like what kind of stuff I think this will be like some cool surprises. I think that we're going to get several things like in waves until the end of the year. So it's waves of stuff that's already come out, but still, like, it'll be interesting to just be like, oh, that toy's showing up at Ollie's now, like, that's cool.
The annoying thing though is that from a lot of the because I've been eyeing like sightings threads and stuff just to kind of get a feel for what's showing up. A lot of the anecdotes at least people give of like, oh, I found a bunch of these toys. They're usually accompanied with, I also saw a scalper with like 6 of them in his cart. Going to check out. So that's the one thing with, if you're someone who might be banking on something popping up at Ollie's that you've missed, or hoping to get a good deal, do like keep your ear to the ground, know where to look for your local sightings and everything, and just kind of, if you have like local collectors in the area, maybe watch each other's backs so you can kind of scoop up some of this stuff, hopefully before scalpers do.
Scalpers suck.
Yeah, scalpers suck.
Stupid Amazon.
No, Amazon is not a scalper. Some of the time, actually.
Their algorithms.
Yeah, I was gonna say never mind. That's like their algorithms occasionally are, but
yeah, like right now, I think a lot of the Prime Masters are like way like double MSRP, if that.
Yeah, what idiot would buy Prime Masters online for way more than the MSRP? I don't know anyone that would do that.
I mean,
yeah, me
Eric,
either.
I know where you live when you're back from college.
I'll find you.
By the time you're back from college, I'll probably have a car so I can drive down there.
I thought you were gonna say just drive over me. Thanks
You
for
don't know
announcing you
how-
drive over me at least. That's nice. But yeah.
All
Sound
right,
Jack's
so-
back, so we can
Yeah,
hit that one.
we can dial it back a bit. This
Oh, yeah.
comes from
You skipped that for me? Aw,
Yes.
how sweet.
Toy World has posted on Weibo images of a prototype for their new Legend Scale. Is this a whole new line they're doing? Have they done Legend Scale
It
before?
says 01, so I guess it must be. Well,
Yeah,
it probably
I
is.
don't.
Oh yeah,
Wait, maybe- no,
TWGS
01.
01.
Yeah, it's the first in the
Yeah.
line.
All right, so at 9 centimeters tall, we have a new, really good-looking Wheeljack, who appears to come with optional exhaust and Cyberverse Wheeljack heads.
Well, are those alternate toolings or like
Are they
coming
going to
with
be
it?
different?
Because
I mean-
I feel like exhaust could be a separate release, but I think that I would assume that the Cyberverse Wheeljack would just come with G1 Wheeljack.
I mean, it really depends because like the exhaust. I mean, the exhaust head very much is stylized more like the Masterpiece exhaust, but that's inspired by it's inspired by the toy head. So I don't know necessarily if they're just like they'll throw. I mean, I think if they were going to do a toy homage, they would go actual like straight up the toy, not do the stylized. So who knows? It might be we're just seeing the different tooling options, and maybe
Yeah.
the Cyberverse one will be thrown in.
I don't know, but I do think it's super cool that, and I think it's cool that they are doing a Cyberverse head. But I also wanted to just say that I'm pretty sure this is the first moment in Transformers history where a unlicensed third-party company has like at least shown that they are doing a character before they even show up on screen for a show that wasn't out yet. The show was not out when they posted this photograph.
No.
Just putting that out there. That is
That's
kind of
not
crazy.
Made an appearance
Mm.
still.
Yeah, he still has not made an appearance, but even at the time that they posted this picture, show had not been aired. None of it had been aired. I mean, like, there were a couple trailers, but in terms of, like, there was not a single episode out. That's kind of crazy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but cool. But also crazy. But anyways, yeah. So, are you gonna get the sound, Jack?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I've definitely been considering getting into the third-party Legends market. I know there's been two competing scales for the Legends market, though.
Yeah.
So,
Iron Factory's the winner.
Yeah, definitely. It's Iron Factory and DX9.
But they're also a little more expensive than the other scale.
Yeah.
I know that.
Oh no, there's also Mech Planet.
Well,
Mech Planet,
isn't
oh.
DX9 a similar scale to Iron Factory, and then it's Mech Planets that's like significantly bigger? Or am I wrong?
No, it's.
Well, not significantly, but I'm pretty sure the Mech Planet ones are
Let me
like.
see something.
I thought Iron Factory and DX9 were relatively similar in scale, and then it was like Mech Planets and some of the emerging ones are like not in scale. They're like bigger and a little more like not all of their articulation. Yeah, they're a little simplified. Not all of their articulation.
They're a little larger, a little simpler because I know like they're
and
they got like
cheaper.
a rat. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like $20. Their Mech Planet's most expensive thing is their Hearts of Steel Bumblebee,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
which is like $35, but that's like a full-on proper deluxe-ish size.
Who's doing the Magnus?
Not
None of the three that we're talking about. And
Miguel, you know what I'm talking about, right? Because we were.
I know
both
the
talking
Magnus you're
yeah,
talking about.
We
I
were
just
both
don't
talking about how
remember.
amazing it is, but like, what brand is that? I do not remember now.
I do. I have my Mech Planet Soundwave, Iron Factory Shockwave, and DX9 Soundwave, and yeah, Iron Factory is actually in between, or like in the middle, just taller than DX9, but just shorter than Mech Planets as far as what I see.
Gotcha. All right. What tis next? Although, wait, super quick. Soundjack, do you own any third party? Because we were talking about that whenever you left. Just real quick, do you collect any third party?
I definitely want the Bumblebee, the train Bumblebee. That's probably like the first third-party figure I'm ever going to get. I've gotten an upgrade kit for my Last Night Hound. That's third-party.
Mm-hmm.
And I would definitely want the Make Toys Galaxy line because of Cybertron.
Mm-hmm.
But the money.
Oh yeah. It's no small amount. All right. Anyways, Miguel, what tis next?
Up next, this should be quick. We have stock images of Studio Series number 16, Dark of the Moon Ratchet. That sure is Ratchet in a crop top.
I actually really like it. Like, I want it, but
I really like
do
these
the
films a bit more than the first movie Ratchet.
Yeah, I think it looks better, and I'm glad they released it this way because I want to buy that one. I don't know if I'd want to buy first movie after Dark of the Moon. I also like that he comes with a gun instead of the buzzsaw, which makes sense because he uses the gun in that movie. But
and
sorry,
you're good. I just went on TF Source and Magic Square. That's the other like super small, like Legend scale company that's making that Ultra Magnus.
Thank you. I was just looking for that.
what's the size for it?
The Magnus.
I don't know.
You don't know. It's not out yet, and it hasn't been put next to anything. So.
Okay, they didn't say anything about what height it is or whatever.
If it's on pre-order, then maybe it is. But I don't know. We could check there later. Anyways.
Okay. I was just curious if that was like common knowledge or that I missed or something.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Let me double check. I literally just X'd out of that whenever you asked that.
Miguel, what is the next item? Oh, I like the next item.
Transformers: The Ultimate 5 Movie 4K Widescreen Blu-ray Collection coming in November. I don't know that I have to explain much more. On November 9th, $83.99. $83.99. Collection pack of the Transformers live action movies will drop. Presents the films in 4K widescreen format for more mayhem than ever, according to the article. So yeah, if you want your all your live action movies in glorious 4K, pre-order this.
I hope it has a
collection.
special case. I'm curious to see how the case looks like what it comes in. If it's just a bunch of if it's just a bunch of standard ones all together in one sleeve, or if it actually is a new case collection or what.
One of those elaborate boxes with all the techie detail that looks like the Allspark or something.
Yeah, because I would like that. And in all honesty, it comes out the month before Christmas, so I feel like it'll be at least. I would guess it'd go on sale. Either at some point by Christmas, a little bit, not necessarily clearance. It's not gonna be on clearance then, but I feel like there'll be a sale or something for it. So that could be a good Christmas present that I.
But see now what happens when next year they do the movie 6-pack that includes the Bumblebee movie?
See, but I don't need the Bumblebee's a spin-off, so I can justify that in my head, getting a special version of the Bumblebee movie that is separate. Also, just to put it out there, I do own all 5 movies. So I will be getting them again, but I do want them in a set. Now, if they do make Transformers 6, then I'll be mad. But as of right now, it looks like it's Bumblebee and then something new, whether it be a new entire universe or a new a new take on this. You know what I mean? But it's unclear. So at this point, this is a 5-movie set that all goes together. The Bumblebee movie I can live without being in that set, if you know what I mean. So that's why I'm okay with this. But yeah, anyone else gonna get it, or am I the only one?
Probably you're the only one.
I figured I'm probably the only one.
I'm maybe can't confirm yet, but don't put it past.
Do you own all the movies?
The only DVD version of the movies I got is Last Night, Age of Extinction. I don't have it. The other ones.
First 3? Gotcha.
Yeah.
I have them all on Blu-ray, and all of them except the first movie on DVD, I believe.
Mm.
I think I have every one on Blu-ray, and then the DVD. I somehow lost the DVD for the first movie. But yeah, so.
I personally have I have personally bought Transformers and Dark of the Moon DVDs, and we have a copy of Revenge of the Fallen, but that was potentially procured through not necessarily legal means. That was given to us by a friend of my dad's from work.
Gotcha. That's fair. Okay. Yeah, nice. We can skip the next thing because I'm pretty sure the next news item was literally just a.
It's a commercial.
Yeah, it's a commercial for Energon Igniters, for the new Bumblebee.
The next one,
movie.
the one after that's really interesting.
Yeah, so but at least for the Energon Igniters, if you're really dying to see the commercial, it will be linked in the article. In the show notes. The next one is.
I just deleted it, but then I put it back after you said that.
All right.
Good.
The next one's really interesting.
It's great. It's such great news.
Yes.
Lucky Megatronics 1002 from TFW 2005 was lucky enough to walk into a Target and discover something completely new. we have Studio Series number 15. Is it a Target exclusive?
I believe so.
The box, that's what I was thinking, which would make sense since there's so much Target exclusive stuff for the Bumblebee movie, it seems.
Yeah.
But the box does not say anything of the nature.
Yeah,
Alright.
Maybe
although
it
in
has
all
it on
fairness,
top of the
I
box.
think there are a couple Target
the
exclusives
side.
lately, especially with like the Marvel's Legends MCU 10th anniversary. Like those don't say Target exclusive on them, but I know like the Hulkbuster versus Iron Man. I mean Hulkbuster versus Hulk. I've only seen at Targets, and like the Mark 7
Really?
Iron Man has only been at Targets. Whereas like they also carry the Crossbones set, which is at other places and things like that. But like I'm pretty sure that Iron Man. I could be wrong on that, but I think it's a Target exclusive. So this could be like that, but I don't know. Basically, we
Watch
think
me
it
go
is,
into-
but we don't know it is.
Watch me go into work tomorrow and I see this.
You better buy me one if you do.
If there's only one, though.
But yeah, we really haven't gotten into what it is. It's a so when we got the list of the Studio Series figures that had yet to be released, there were a bunch of Bumblebees. One of them was a Bumblebee that came with a Charlie figure, and people noted that the Bumblebee looked like it had less paint. This set that
And it was a reuse of the first Studio Series Deluxe, the 77 Camaro.
Correct.
Yeah.
And this set includes that 77 Camaro with Charlie and a load of option parts that you can stick on the Bumblebee's vehicle mode to change up the look from a more race type Camaro, one with its engine exposed, and a bunch of stickers to put racing stripes and whatnot. So this thing comes loaded with options. One thing that apparently a lot of people noted with the original 77 Camaro when it came out was that there were a lot of gaps and places that you could peg in stuff, and it didn't seem like there was anything that, in the box at least, you could do that with, and it seems like it was in anticipation for all of these extra parts.
Which there's enough to basically make 2 custom cars with all the different option parts you have for this, so you can put some of
And
those parts
with
on
the
your first
sticker
Bumblebee
set.
if you want for some reason. Yeah, and an entire other. There's 2 sets of stickers and basically 2 sets of parts, almost.
And now, none of these parts will actually fit in robot mode,
And
right?
no, I thought the one that
Yeah.
goes on the hood theoretically can. I mean, not the
Okay, so
hood,
the-
the bumper.
Yeah, the only one is the custom piece that can still wear on bot mode is the hood attachment. Everything else has to be detached for transformation.
Mhm.
So that raised engine block can stay on, but
Wait, the raised engine block? I thought it was the thing that would go on his chest. Could.
no,
Okay.
I don't.
Gotcha.
I don't think so. I don't think that would work with how.
I was just assuming you just wouldn't move the
I assume-
chest angles how
I
it
assu-
is, but that's.
I assume they're talking about the engine block bit because that whole section just folds onto his back.
Yeah, that's true. I thought that it folded under, so it wouldn't be able to fold, but I think you're right. So
Yeah.
either way, this set's a lot more awesome than we were expecting. This is a very pleasant surprise. Also, just to note, it's number 15 of the line, but that's not what I was going to say. It's the fact that I don't see it in this article, but I saw somewhere stated he got it for $10.
Yeah,
Now, that's not the price of
but
the
he-
set.
But
Yeah.
he definitely that Target definitely did put it out way too early because it wasn't even listed as anything. It was just listed as item basically. With I guess he told the cashier, "Oh, this item's like
Actually,
$10." The
according
cashier,
to the news article I said, is they gave it to him for $10 because they didn't know what to charge him. Like he didn't suggest it, but I do know that you can, like, if for some reason, actually, how you mentioned the Cinder Store and Outback I got you, whenever I got those along with mine, they weren't scanning, so they had to type in a price. I was honest with the price, so I paid the actual full price because I wasn't thinking about it, to be honest. But yeah. It was the same type of thing but this is not even in the system. So
Yeah, I found the post where he explains they just called the supervisor. The supervisor priced it at $10.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're thinking it'll be at 30 is what most people are guessing, but we do not know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that
makes
actually
sense.
Yeah.
that to me with my Super Bisc whenever I first got him. I scanned him our self checkouts, and it said, "Please wait." I guess, or "Please wait, someone's come to assist." And my friend who also works there came over. She did her thing, and it said it was just asking, "How much is this?" Because apparently in our system we didn't know, or they didn't know how much it was. Again, I was completely wow. I was completely honest and gave the right price and everything. But I was just like, that's odd.
Yeah.
System goofs. By the way, at the very least at my store, I don't know if this applies to stores nationwide, but there's apple pie Oreos that are currently in our system for $1.48 when they're supposed to be like $3 or something like that.
Wait, what kind of Oreos?
Apple pie.
Pie. We're getting our Halloween on, boys.
Apple pie for Halloween.
You gonna say that's not Halloween. Halloween Oreos are regular Oreos with orange dyed cream in the middle.
Well, we also got a stack of Halloween Oreos with the apple pie Oreos.
Oh, okay.
But
I mean, yeah, that is a fall flavor. Like,
Oreos, the Halloween Oreos,
not Halloween.
the regular Oreo price. These ones are like half off.
yeah,
Sounds
those
like
are.
you give kids apple pie for Halloween?
Well, it is a fall flavor. Like I
No,
I
but
will
I'm
give
just
it to
thinking
you,
like
but
Halloween. Like you see Soundjack just handing out slices.
I kind of want to. Now I want a T-shirt of that. How Soundjack like holding out a piece of apple pie, saying "Happy Halloween." we have several photo shoots to do at T. Oh wait, he's not going to be at TFCon. Never mind. Way to ruin the
No,
fun.
that
Soundjack.
I already have. Like if I could actually like draw, I already have it in my head.
All right. What's our next?
Disgusting.
What's our next thing?
The next thing, short, sweet, to the point. We're getting McDonald's Bumblebee Happy Meal toys for the Bumblebee movie. They'll show up at some point.
Yes, I'm excited to see what they are because this made me think about it, and as a child, Happy Meal toys are the first time I started collecting Transformers. I didn't realize that. Like, I got almost all of the animated Happy Meal toys, and also my first the oldest Transformer I got, like as a kid, was a Beast Wars Beetle Transformer toy from the Happy Meal toys. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
When I was a kid, my show accurate Black Arachnia was my Happy Meal one for Beast Machines, because that was the only show accurate one up until the Beast Wars Returns Takara one came out, because the Happy Meal was in the right colors, whereas the actual deluxe wasn't.
I had multiple animated Bumblebees. I think I had 2 Optimus Primes, but I know I had like 2 or 3 Bumblebees, and one had a scratch on its face, so I pretended it was like a yellow wasp. Even though like Wasp was green, but I just pretended it was Wasp. Did we ever even get a Wasp from animated? We got Wasp in here, but we didn't get Wasp.
Wasp was part of the.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah, Wasp was part of the late run of repaints that never made it to stores, like never made it into production.
Yeah.
Wasp was going to be a straight recolor though, of
Not
Bumblebee no new head, which was sort of annoying.
Because I do remember that it was like a BotCon or something. They said they didn't have enough money in the budget for like 2 new heads, so either Ironhide got one or Wasp got it, and they gave it to Ironhide. At the end of the day, ended up being the better choice.
Right, because it came out.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
It's fair, but yeah, I just thought I'd put that out that while Happy Meal toys probably don't matter to a lot of us, that like it actually is a form of collecting for kids. So like, although they don't transform anymore, which I wish they did. In fact, actually, I'm glad they don't, because I don't have the urge to get them. If they transformed, I would still probably try to get those, but they don't, so I can eat healthily and not spend more money.
I'm going to raise the question of how, because I'm thinking back to both my days of like collecting Bionicle and also like playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Mm-hmm. There were both of those instances. There were like for Bionicle, there were characters who were exclusive to Happy Meal toys. Like,
I remember getting those.
Their first a lot of characters, their first incarnations were exclusive to Happy Meal toys, and then with Yu-Gi-Oh, the same thing. There were some cards, specifically cards that were showing up in the show that you could only get if you went to get I think that was when they had Mighty Kids meals, so you had to get the Mighty Kids meal
Do
packs.
they not have those anymore?
No, they discontinued those.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that was like when they were like, we're gonna aim towards like 12-year-olds. It's like, no, you're not a Happy Kid. You're a Happy Meal anymore. Like you want a Mighty Kid.
I remember that.
What if they started putting like exclusive like Prime Masters or Target Masters or something
Stop.
in the Happy Meal?
Stop.
Miguel, stop.
One, it's unrealistic.
Bad.
Two, that cannot ever happen.
Now, if they did that with the Prime Masters, I would.
That's how the rest of the decoy armors get released.
Oh
Oh
God!
my god. Wow. Jeez.
No.
All right. Wow.
Monster.
All right.
You
What's next?
This one's actually interesting. And showed up today. David Sobolov. You may know him as Prime Shockwave and Depth Charge
From Beast
From
Wars.
Beast
I didn't
Wars?
know those were the same person.
Yes, they are. He apparently is adding another Transformer under his belt. He has now been allowed to state that he will be voicing a character in the Bumblebee movie. He's not at liberty to say which character as of yet, but he's opening it up on Twitter for people to tweet at him with their ideas as to who he's voicing.
I'm kind of curious to see if anyone responds, and like if he responds to any responses. Obviously not confirming, but I'm kind of curious if he responds to anyone with any hints. I've not checked, and I'm not going to yet, but I'm just kind of curious about that. Now, in all fairness, I do think there was an article leaking that at the very least, Soundwave and Shockwave are going to have Cybertronian cameos. So
Sound, Shockwave, and
Some of
Cliff
them.
Jumper, I believe.
yeah, Cliffjumper. So it is a very realistic possibility. Although from they made it sound like that character. Although I can't think of who else he could be, so I don't know unless he could be Blitzwing. So my guess is either he is Blitzwing or it's voicing Shockwave, who I don't know if he'd even speak, or it could be both. But I would guess Blitzwing actually.
So we also, though, I do want to bring up the fact that in the comments of that the article, a few people have brought up the fact that we also know that Martin Short is also tapped to be a voice actor in the film, and we don't know what part he's playing as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So, just to keep that in mind, that this may not necessarily mean he's Blitzwing, but at the moment, unless it is a cameo bit, we don't know who it would be.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, I don't think I put this in the show notes just because it hasn't been... Actually, well, it's the next news article anyways, but well, sort of. We have leaks as to... Well, not I guess leaks? Are these kinds of leaks? They're DCPI lists from Target. So they technically shouldn't be public, but... Anyways, for listings for Studio Series, the reason I say is I've been checking Hasbro Pulse as we've been recording because they said Studio Series uploads going up soon. They took down that post. They took down that post. They said there was going to be a new Studio Series reveal. Well, okay, they don't have the picture on there. I thought they had. Maybe they didn't. Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought they had a picture on their account as well. It's still on their story, but there is not a picture under the account anymore, which I thought there was.
I think it was because I shared it in our Instagram group chat.
Yeah.
Check the chat. If it's not there, then they deleted it.
Oh no, okay, Transformers official account posted the coming soon thing,
that's right,
which is what appeared on Hasbro Pulse's story, not actually posted by Hasbro Pulse. Okay. So nothing was deleted, never mind. But I've been checking like crazy because they've been saying there's new Studio Series reveals, which, as we were talking pre-show, basically
we're guessing it'll either be a little bit before or during, but basically the reveals that are going to happen at the Canadian convention this coming weekend.
Expo.
Yeah. So, but what those might be, we can now tell you, maybe. Because as of right now, the listings for Deluxe Class, so these are probably Wave 4 and 5, I'm guessing, right? Because there's 6 Deluxes here, and we're not going to get a 6 Deluxe Wave.
Don't
We
wait.
could get we could get a 5 Deluxe Wave, but I don't think we could get a 6 Deluxe Wave.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's
Don't we already know? Wait, hold on. Don't we have waves 3 and 4 of deluxes known already?
Oh, I guess we do know 4. So maybe it's 5 and 6. But do we know all of Wave 4? This is 6 Deluxes. Maybe some of these are going to go into... Because Wave 4, all we know of is... wait, it's Bumblebee, Dropkick. Anyone else?
Bumblebee, Dropkick, and Ratchet. Wait.
No, because it's Ratchet...
It's Ratchet, Shadow Raider,
Wait a-
Dropkick. Wait, Ratchet, Shadow Raider, Dropkick is the next wave.
Oh, and then is it the Oreo? So it's the blue... It's the KSI Sentry and
And
Bumblebee...
And someone else.
No, I think that's it. So I'm guessing that this will be part of Wave... No, that makes sense, because people are saying that this is Wave 4 and 5. This would give us the other half of Wave 4, if it's a 4 Deluxe Wave, and then a full Wave 5. But anyways, while you figure that out, because I see you're looking, Soundjack,
Yeah.
I'll list them off. Scrap Metal, which... Is that a Constructicon?
That was the nickname Hasbro gave for the Constructicon that was torn apart by Scalpel to rebuild Megatron in Revenge of the Fallen.
That's
He's
really... It's a deluxe.
He's based off the Scrapper type, but did not turn into the same type of vehicle. He turned into a vehicle with like a bucket grabber armed thingy.
I thought this line... I'm really curious to see that toy, because that character was big.
Yeah.
And a
Yeah,
deluxe.
He's 30 feet tall, I think, was the official height for that character.
Yeah,
which,
so bigger than Prime, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
which that's really throwing me off.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm very confused by that. Unless maybe we're going to get a Devastator piece by piece. But that was not... I don't know. But that would be Scrap or not Scrap Metal. I don't know. But either way, Scrap Metal, we don't know what it is. Then Crankcase, which is basically... going to be just a re-release of Berserker with different paint, which, you know what, I'm okay with. We better get a Hatchet. I will be very, very angry if we don't get a Hatchet, but...
And maybe Crankcase will have different weapons, too. Because
That
I
would be
think
okay.
Crankcase had different weapons.
Did he? I thought
I
he
think-
had the things, too, but I could be wrong.
I think Crowbar was the only one with those spiky things.
Okay.
I think Crankcase had something else, maybe?
Oh, he might have had a gun. I think one of them at
Yeah.
least had a gun. I don't know.
No,
Either way.
Well, they both had guns because there was the whole Mexican standoff thing going on.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was using those, because didn't he fling one at...
No,
Oh, no,
he
you're right.
had-
Yeah, you're right. So he'll probably...
they
I'm
both were
guessing...
Mexicans,
Yeah, no,
you know,
you're right. You're
Everyone
right.
was Mexican standoff thing, and then Crowbar ejected the thingies off of his back.
Yeah. But either way, so Crankcase. Then we have... This one excites me almost more than anything. This is like a... This is awesome. World War II Bumblebee. Yeah, we mentioned that at least like within the
Yeah.
last week or two, like as in like I hope that happens. I was hoping this would happen. I did not think it would happen so soon. And in all honesty, it happening around the Bumblebee movie isn't a huge surprise. Now I'd really love if we got a World War II Hot Rod also. I'm not holding my breath, but that would be cool. I feel like that's kind of asking for a lot at this point because I'm really excited to see that World War II B. That's
It's like we get a World War II like flashback scene in the Bumblebee movie.
I don't even care if we get one in the Bumblebee movie. I just want that toy.
I'm content with just having seen the scene in the TLK and now getting a toy of that design.
And then next two are inevitable. We knew these were coming. Barricade, who is definitely going to be his original movie appearance, not Last Night. Watch it be a remake of the deluxe from Last Night. No, but it's going to be a movie Barricade from either take your pick Transformers or Transformers Dark of the Moon. And then Sideswipe, who, again, totally knew was coming, but I'm very happy to see that he's coming sooner rather than later. This could be my newest favorite figure from the line, just because Sideswipe and Jazz, but probably Sideswipe even more was my favorite as a kid, like from the movies. Like, I loved Sideswipe, so I'm excited. And then there is a 6-1, which is currently unknown, but filling in the gaps, I think it's safe to guess this could be Dino, because that was on a different listing that we saw before.
Yeah.
And that's the only one I could think of that fits into here that was, like, that would... I mean, there actually was, I think, technically a couple other things that could fit in from, like, the major leaks we had before, but my guess is Dino. It could be anything. Then next we have Voyager class, which is Starscream from Revenge of the Fallen, which we already know. But then apparently it says maybe that's the only one.
I think that's
the only one. But the Walmart listing is It's going bonkers, saying that
it's saying it's like a DreamWorks Trolls something or another.
Gaia Grooves, which is weird. But then leader class, there are 2 leader classes, but they are both unknown. Which, if I had to take a guess, my guesses are... This is not necessarily my dream team, because my dream team would be like Shockwave and someone else. But my guess is Optimus Prime from the Bumblebee movie. I'm guessing that'll be a leader class. Could be wrong. Hope I'm wrong. Like, I hope that's a separate release, just so it doesn't take up a slot. But
if it's the one where the Japan we already know about is coming in Japan,
that's my guess. Sense. That's my guess. And then my other guess is a Jetfire is what I would have to guess. That was in one of the listings we saw before, that there's a leader class Jetfire. I think it was leader class Jetfire coming at some point. So that's my guess, but again, those aren't my top 2 by any means. Those are just my guesses based on what we know as of right now.
It's Scalpel.
Dude, that'd be so cool. Like, in actual life size, I would buy that. I would buy that.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't get on it.
Yeah. But Declare, going back to our confusion with the deluxes, Wave 3 deluxes are the Dark of the Moon Ratchet, Shadow Raider, Bumblebee, and then the Wave 4 deluxes are Dropkick and KSI Sentry. But considering how the numbering is working, it's very likely those 2 are the only ones going to be in Wave 4, as the Bumblebee then and now 2-pack with the Bumblebee movie Bumblebee with the different paint and the Last Night Bumblebee reissue count as 24 and 25. And the Wave 4 deluxes are 22 and 23. And it would be
the STCC Bumblebee is 22, isn't it?
Yeah. 21.
Wait, it's 21?
No. Hold on. No, sorry. The SDCC Bumblebee's 19. Entertainment Earth's 20. Starscream is 21, actually.
The numbering is so weird. I do not understand the numbering.
That's weird, because that's supposed to be Wave 4, but it's coming before the Wave 4 deluxes.
So weird. Okay, anyways. Numbering system, basically, we have no idea about, but I think that... I don't know. I feel like a 2 deluxe wave... Oh, wait. I'm an idiot.
Jazz and Lock.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you would only have 1, but it's very possible they could have 2. Yeah. But do you think, in that case, it's possible we could get a 6 deluxe wave? I highly doubt that.
No. I honestly suspect this is Wave 5, Wave 6. And the reason they're saying Wave 4 and 5 is because one of the DPCIs is the Wave 4 Starscream. There's no way we're getting 6 deluxes in one wave.
Yeah, no. I don't know.
Unless some of these are actually store exclusives, deluxes.
I doubt it, but I don't know. But either way, I'm excited. Very, very. I was excited for the Siege stuff, but I think I might be even more excited for the Studio Series stuff now for reveals for this weekend, just because I really want to see some of this stuff. But We'll have to wait and see. Like that Bumblebee and that Sideswipe are like the two toys I want to see most out of anything. And I've been dying for a leader class Shockwave forever, and now that we know it's pretty much coming, I still that World War II Bumblebee and that Sideswipe I need to see soon. So I hope, but anyways, yeah. Moving on from that, all that's left is basically TF Nation for those who are overseas, not in America or Canada, or basically if you're just on the other side of the pond. The TF Nation 2019 has been announced as August 16th to 18th in Birmingham, England. There you go. If you didn't
With
know
the
that.
Beast Machines theme.
Yes, which is, hats off to them. I'm glad. Jared.
Everyone can come together in
Yeah.
their love of jets.
Jared, are you ready for your one job?
Yes, I am.
All right. What is the pretty pre-order of the week?
The pretty pre-order for the week is from Bad Cube, a third-party company, and this is BC9-01 Captain Huffy. I don't know much about the character,
Oh.
who it is, or
It's the black
anything like
huffer.
that.
It's the black cat
Yeah.
huffer.
It's-
Other than that, though, I have no idea.
No, this is a GoBot.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah.
I thought it was a black. Why was everyone telling me there was black cab? Is it a
It's
version of
one-
Huffer?
It's one of the GoBots.
It is?
Yeah, because there was a
Miguel?
GoBot set that's released that had it's here's the image.
And this is the first. Wait, give me one sec. This is the first version of. Huh. That's interesting. Miguel,
That's definitely
do
What?
you know anything
can't-
about it or no? About what this is? Like about what
About-
that GoBot is or no?
It's Road Ranger. Is that Road Ranger? Yeah, that's Road Ranger.
Huh.
She
I mean,
was-
isn't Captain Huffy just kind of based off? Well, I guess partly based off of that, but also just based off of some concept art that they had. Like, of their Huffer design, like before when they were originally making the original version of Huffer,
Yeah.
they had this sort of like their own interpretation on the table, and then this is the like this sort of subline that they're doing now of their masterpiece stuff is just like, oh, here are our interpretations of these characters, like not necessarily a one for one, but like, oh, we made a robot that turns into this vehicle mode.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
If anyone knows what this is, definitively, like if it is both of those things, which I'm guessing it kind of is, because
Yeah.
I'm guessing that sounds about right. How it's their version of Huffer, but then I'm guessing the deco is clearly meant to homage that GoBot, as you mentioned. But
because the head was definitely different
uh-huh.
from both of them.
Yeah, so
Unless it's accurate to the actual GoBot's head, which I don't know.
mhm.
And I'd
Yeah.
be kind of surprised with those kinds of details on it. To be honest, let me see actually if I can find it in
All right. Well,
reasonable
you
amount.
as I say, while you find that, I will finish up the rest of the other stuff. The random quote of the week, as Tanner already said, but just to mention, since this is normally where it goes, is that heat-seeking missiles seek heat. That is from Skywarp. And then this week's mascot is Venom Bisque, since I got Venom Soundwave, as I like to call the Lost Age version of Soundwave. I think he looks like a great Venom Soundwave. So, yep, Venom Bisque, which I cannot even imagine, even though I'm pretty sure Bisque would be a lot more likely to wear the Carnage symbiote just for aesthetic reasons, but that can be another week, maybe. Venom Bisque it is. Soundjack, did you find anything?
Yeah, actually, I actually own Road Ranger. I forgot that I did. Because I forgot about the colors because the actual GoBot's Road Ranger is basically Optimus colors.
Oh, okay. I thought
It's
you
a
meant like
red
you
and blue.
owned that version. I was like, you own the toy that you were talking about and didn't know you
Oh no
were
no
talking
no!
about?
I own the actual GoBot.
Gotcha,
Road.
okay.
but that head is not like the Captain Huffy. It's basically the GoBots or Ranger is basically a beachcomber head. To be completely fair.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. Miguel, what is also on Nerdy Geek Talk this week?
Also on Nerdy Geek Talk this week, NGT Reviews Episode 2, Studio Series Wave 1 Voyagers.
I didn't put the description, sorry. I didn't think about it. It's me and Soundjack for this one. We still have the tallies from everyone, but it was just the two of us recording, but it still went just fine. There's plenty of stuff to listen to.
Yes.
Say this definitely.
We got another episode of that out.
Yeah, so I'm very glad that we did that, and it's definitely a good listen. So definitely go listen in on that, especially if you're getting hyped for the Studio Series reveals like I am, because I'm so excited. God, I love Studio Series. It gets me so excited compared to other stuff, which I like. I love the other stuff, but like, it makes me feel a little bit like a little kid again, which I know makes probably a lot of the listeners feel old, because I know a lot of you are our age. Speaking of which, I am actually going to be doing a little survey/study thing for different generations of Transformers fans. I actually put out a tweet and got massive responses. I'm hoping to get about 50 people under the age of 25 to do a little survey for me, and it looks like I already have that 50. I just need to create the survey and send it out and stuff, but I already have over 50 responses, so that is sweet. Thank you. Which, if you don't know, you can find by reaching out to me on Twitter at Eric Crowbar, or I'm also at Aramis Prime on Instagram. But yeah, so that's where you can find that stuff. I'm going to be doing some interesting stuff with that. But for the show, you can find us at Steel City Bots on Twitter, which I have tweeted out a contest tweet with a picture of Bisque and everything. So go to the Twitter to find out how to enter in that giveaway, which will be ending trying to think, when is it going to end? It's going to end. I already have the date. I'm just literally blanking on it. Just go check out the tweet. Yeah, I'm tired. But also at Nerdy Geek Talk on Twitter, which is where the podcast, whenever they go up, there will be automatic tweets from there. So all that good stuff. Also go follow at Steel City Bots on Instagram, because we should have more stuff up soon. Also, there should be more stuff on the Twitter, too. I've been lacking on that. I've been wanting to do more, but I've finally fallen back into a routine and everything, so that's going great, which is great for the podcast, because you can listen to all of the podcasts we have and are going to be adding, because there's a new recording date for Holocron Herald and Mandalore Mandate, so those will be coming back soon. So, to listen to that, this show, that, NGT Reviews, everything, following and subscribing to Nerdy Geek Talk on YouTube if you want, which if you're listening there, that's cool. Definitely subscribe, like the video. That's nice. But most of you listen on any of the podcast places like Podbean, Apple Podcast, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, all that good stuff. Subscribe to Nerdy Geek Talk so you don't miss out on anything. I think that's about it. So, Miguel, how about you go first? Where can we find you on the interwebs?
I thought I was muted.
That's my
people can find me on Twitter at Logos Minor. I think I've gotten a few extra follows in the past few days from people who listen to the show. Yeah, follow me if you want to hear my ramblings or see weird stuff retweeted, or you want to play,
or the combiner he's forming.
I never said what I was doing.
You've said it was Starscream, which is a combiner torso, so that's what I was meant.
Who knows? Maybe I'm getting all the combiner features out.
I mean, I know, but
follow him and support his opinion that we are not getting rung in Cyberverse. We are in fact getting scoop.
Oh. Right?
Yes, I'm with you. His hot take that we are getting scoop.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen this character. Where is this character?
It's in the intro.
I need to watch the intro again. Okay.
Yeah, you have to be very quick, because like Starscream's face like comes up very quickly and kind of like obscures the face.
I'm pretty sure if you look it up, you'll see it.
there's definitely people have definitely gotten screen caps.
So be honest with me. Is it Sentinel Prime?
It's got the body shape of animated Sentinel Prime with IDW
Colors.
colors. The thing that's throwing a lot of people, and from what we can see, it's definitely a beefy body form. The thing that's throwing people off is that it's got Rung's glasses. It's straight up got those circular eyes that Rung is.
That'd be super cool if it was Scoop. I mean, it'd be even cooler if it was Rung, but it's not gonna be Rung.
Scoop also had circular eyes.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I'm thinking. Maybe Scoop. But yeah. So, anyways, for more of that, definitely go follow him. Jared, where can peeps find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on Twitter at Jared Broco. That's where I'm at basically all the time. Yeah, I don't really post much, but I'm always on there. So if you want to strike up a conversation or anything, check me out. Yeah. Other than that, I am on Instagram at ProgJar0, I believe. I do my own little take on the my own take on the desk bots, which is the night bot. So basically, I take a picture of my figure on my desk or something with a backlight, and
yeah,
make a
fun fact. My desk bots are back as of today. So yeah, those are back too. Which, in all honesty, I just realized you probably don't even need to explain what night bots are anymore, because you've been posting them even more than I've posted desk bots recently. So people are probably familiar with it at this point. What you've done, if they listen to the show, at least.
yeah.
But yeah.
Or if they follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, which they're good. I actually like them usually, so that's definitely, I would definitely recommend. It's cool because no one else does that, because it is kind of a weird thing, but I definitely like it. Some of them look super cool. They always look cool, but like some of them look real good.
I'm actually about to post one right now because just did one right now, and I'm thinking of a BS description.
Nice.
Or some stupid little thing to say.
Gotcha. Soundjack, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Soundjack426. My YouTube channel has features Transformers reviews, my own podcast called Soundjack's Rambles, talking about different nerdy things. My Instagram features pictures of my toys, and my Twitter is where I hang out, so come on by and say hi.
Also, go subscribe to Eric Crownover on YouTube. And that's about it for this episode. So, thanks for listening, and that's it. Bye. Oh, and for Chris, bye Inara. There you go, Chris.
Yep.
I was about to do that.
Stole it. See ya.